All right, good morning out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the Witcher Math channel. And you would never believe this, but as a teacher, things keep coming up in class that I don't have a video for, and here's one of them. We've gotten used to, at this point, these kind of two-step equations where we're using inverse operations to solve simple one- or two-step equations. And that's all nice and everything, but what if the point of this video, by the way, is when they don't look like that, how do we make them look like that so that they're comfortable and easy and familiar? What about this? So here's our first example. It's got parentheses. So what do? We distribute through multiplication. Distribute, which means multiply, and that gets rid of parentheses. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times -1 is -2. Hey, take a look at my color coding and my scratchy throat. Notice how now it is this, and we know how to deal with it. So we're going to add 2 to both sides. That makes a 0 right there, but to keep the scale balanced, it makes a 16 over there. Now this is multiplication, so 2 times x. So when we see multiply, we're going to divide. Do the inverse operation, both sides. That makes that a 1. 1x is 8. So we took something that looked kind of messy and changed it through distribution, multiplication, got rid of the parentheses, made it into something that looks familiar and easy. Let's go to the pink one next. What if we have something like this? And at this point, you're so smart, you're probably already guessing what it's going to look like. But let's show you how to get there. Ooh, we're gonna run out of room. I'm gonna put a box around it to keep it away from all the other pollutants on this page. Okay, so this one is, what should we call this? Extra stuff. It's got many, many things in it. Extra terms. So what do? We're going to combine like terms. If you want to skip ahead, I mean, you already know what it's going to look like due to the color coding. But let's do a quick review of combining like terms. That means we're going to change colors real quick. I'm going to put all the x terms together. There's 4 of them. There's 3 more. I'm going with all the positives first in my head. 4 plus 3 makes 7x. And then if I take away one of them, what's left? You got it. 4 plus 3 minus 1 is 6x. Now let's deal with the numeric terms. There's a 5er and there's 7 more. That makes a dozen, which is 12, of course. Equal sign, remember the 18 hanging out there at the end. So we had this big mess of extra stuff. Looked kind of scary. Maybe you want to skip that problem or something. But just be courageous and know that you have the skills through combining like terms to put the x's together, put the numbers together, and now all of a sudden it looks like this easy one over here. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and complete that. Don't want to leave it hanging out there. That makes that 0. 18 minus 12 is 6. Nice and easy. This is multiplication. 6 times x equals 6, so we're going to divide. whatever you see, you're going to do the inverse operation. Fraction bar is the same as a division sign, and x equals 1, because that makes 6 divided by 6 is 1x. Boom, done. Two things. How many are there going to be? Well, you can see there's going to be a third one. So just bump this up here. So let's call that first one parentheses, things that can mess you up. Parentheses, extra terms, extra stuff. What could the third thing be that could make this look so ugly and difficult and make you want to skip it and do something else, like work on that social studies project? Well, it's the combo platter. You probably already guessed that. Who knows? But that's when we have both parentheses and extra stuff. Here's what I mean by that. What you're hearing goes on behind the scenes of these videos. Makes them so mysterious and awesome. What if you had 2 times negative 3x plus 4? If you're copying or making some notes, just hit the pause button. Just tap it, whatever you need to do on whatever device you're on. So there's some parentheses, and here are some extra terms. Makes for a long, daunting in appearance equation. But trust yourselves, you know how to do this. What's 2 times negative 3x? And 2 times 4. Oh, the good old days. 2 times 4. We all love that, I think. Wait, there's that sign, because 2 negative things makes a bigger negative thing, right? So we did distribution, just like we did in step 1, parentheses, and now we have extra stuff. That means we're going to do step 2. First, we copy it down, because we've completed step 1, get rid of parentheses. Now, let's do what? Combine like terms. Put the same stuff together. Put all those x's together and keep them separate from the numbers. 2 sets of negative 6 makes negative 12. And now let's do the numbers. Positive 8, negative 7 makes for positive 1. And then there comes that 37 down there. Oh, look at that. You knew it. You knew it was going to happen. But it's fun to know how to make it happen. We're not passive. We are in charge. Be active. So now let's finish this one off. We got all on one page today, which is pretty amazing. There's our 0, so we still have negative 12x. 37 minus 1, 36. Scooch on up there, buddy. We're dividing. Include the sign when you're dividing. Include it, because that's the only way to make this into positive 1, is with the same sign makes a positive result on one side, but on the other side it makes a negative result. Because these do not have same sign, therefore the result is negative. Check that out. There's our, all in one page. It's incredible. Can I shrink it? It's not going to let me do that. Okay, so there we are. The summary of this video. We're used to this stuff. I color-coded it and showed 3 possible complications we could have. We could have parentheses, which we get rid of by distribution and multiplication. We could have just lots of extra terms. Makes it messy. We clean it up by combining like terms. And finally, the combo platter, if you can afford it, is both of those things. We had parentheses and extra stuff, and we used both of those strategies in the same problem to narrow it down to this. Beautiful. Thanks for watching, and have fun out there manipulating all those equations and solving things. It's very satisfying, right? Smash that subscribe button, like, share, and do all the stuff, please. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.